Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy day. Join me on this epic journey from Germany to Nepal on my trusty motorbike. I'm Alex, a passionate traveler and rising motorbike enthusiast. I've always dreamed about exploring the world on wheels, and now I'm making it happen. So let's get this started and get you all introduced. I'm so happy that you're becoming a part of this.
Here I am, walking down the alley, the man who is not sure what to expect from these overland travels, but he just walks forward as he has always done. For the second time in my life, I made the decision to quit my job and sell most of my belongings to travel. Why? Not an easy question. It's something inside me saying so, constantly, and I'm just following that, like a dream I pursue. Maybe we find time later to dig deeper into here. Let's see what we can expect. This journey is not about the destination, but about the experiences, cultures, and the incredible people I will meet along the way. I'll be sharing travel and motorbike tips, stories, beautiful landscape shots, and the challenges of long-distance motorbike travel. Beyond that, I'm going to dive into the topic of freedom. I'm going to talk about what freedom really means to the people I meet. Whether you're a fellow traveler or just love adventure, there's something in for you. Dobar dan.
Dobar dan, dobar dan.
So this is the result of playing Tetris 4 times to fit everything in. On a hot summer day, I jumped on my Tenere 700 and waved my family to say goodbye. You probably can see that I'm anything but a pro motorbike rider. I did my license just 12 months ago and broke my wrist 3 months later during an off-road training, recovering since. Anyway, I twisted the throttle and what the hell can't be true, a red light flashing on my dashboard. I stopped under a tree, grabbed the mobile with my sweat hands and read the manual. I thought again, what the hell, when I learned that just the hazard lights are making fun of me. Let's hit the road! Watching other motorbike travelers and their fully packed bikes, I often thought like, look at them silly carrying their household. Well, now look at me, that's exactly how I look like. To my friends from Splunk, look at the black bag in the grass. Greetings! So, let me give you some background, so you better know who you are dealing with, and then let me give you an outlook. Born and raised in the glorious old Roman city of Augsburg in Germany, I traveled the world in 2017 with a backpack. Back then, I was thinking a lot about what happiness means to the people all around the world. Now, I'm going to Nepal and beyond on a Yamaha Tenere 700 motorbike, with a new topic in mind which I will think about. From the scenic roads of Europe to the majestic Himalayas, I'll be covering over 15,000 kilometers, crossing 18 countries and experiencing diverse cultures and breathtaking landscapes. You're warmly invited to comment, ask questions and share your own travel stories. So subscribe now, hit that notification bell and join me on this incredible journey, one ride at a time. Let me tell you a story about how I became a motorbike traveler. I had never been into riding the motorbike. I understood motorbikes were evil, a matter of domestication. It was more like I have always been a true car enthusiast. I love their design, technical features, acceleration, and the fact of being mobile and free with it. Sitting on my desk working, I dreamed about traveling the world on a 4x4. Not too big, but with a bed inside and a table. For exploring, sleeping and combining it with working. I wished to go to Nepal again, going near Georgia, Pakistan and India. So I looked for cheap Wranglers and Toyota Land Cruisers from the J7 series, aka the Bush Taxi. Nice cars, strong and fun. I went to trade fairs and test drove them, negotiated prices. But goddamn, these cars are pretty highly priced, new and used. And during COVID, there was no big room for negotiations for such nature toys. And the big thing actually is the Carnet de Passage, a customs document that will really crack your bank account with such a car. I got stuck, not moving, on with my plans to travel on 4 wheels. My focus went back to work. My best friend from kindergarten has been riding his Harley Davidson for some years. One day, late 2022, he told me about his dream to drive to Spain on the motorbike, and he asked if I would like to join him. I said, man, I have no bike nor a driver's license, but I really thought it would be great fun going together. And at that time, the penny dropped. The motorbike was the key to do my travels. On wheels, pure freedom, flexible, getting to almost any place I would love to, and at a reasonable price. So let's check out the route. Starting in Germany, it will take me through Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Albania, Greece and Turkey, going through Georgia, further to Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and the Pamir Mountains, further to Kyrgyzstan, from there into China, over the Himalaya to Pakistan, India and finally Nepal. Oh man, I needed a break. Doing the travel preparations and working full-time almost to the last day resulted in just 3 to 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 weeks before departure. So I went to this sunny but also too hot campsite in the south of Croatia. Here I got new energy before the adventure really starts. Here you can see the inside of my tent. It's a little bit messy, but you're trying to sort it out as best as possible. The campsite was really beautiful, next to the sea. I got a bath every day and I was doing a little bit workout to get new energy. My second passport arrived and I was ready to kick in. I threw my stuff back on Camely and went southbound. So my preferred way of traveling is to not have a concrete plan. I have an idea, I know where I want to go, but certainly when I wake up in the morning, I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. So it develops during the day, I see what comes past my way. As a digital native, I want to be online, and also the research during the day then helps me to really find spots and find a place where I want to stay. I drove to this beautiful campsite in Montenegro where I did the laundry and already repacked the bags for the 6th time. The best part was also to workshop Camely. I added a bell to scare off all evil spirits from here, thanks to my friend Freddy who gave this to me at the whole leaving party. I also added an engine protection case from Erzählung. I powered up my spare tubes, adjusted the chain slag, the suspension preload and compression, as well as the positioning of the bags. Some say the bike looks fancy, and as you know I'm anything but a fancy motorbike pro. But get this, how much more lucky could I have been to meet this guy on the road? Jan. He's a skilled adventure biker, emergency doctor, an awesome coach and dedicated photographer as well. He helped me a ton. It was great to follow him on the road to learn how to drive the serpentines. At the camp, we went through my medicine compartment and all the other equipment to check whether I would have all that I need. And yes, I missed the torquey net, which can help to stop bleeding. And kindest Jan gave me his. See the big red T. And here we have it. First time wild camping during the trip in the Teth National Park. I had a short wash in the river down there. I made some potatoes for dinner. It was just an amazing experience, beautiful. And Jan, thank you for taking me there. You were just a legend, and thank you. Hélas, off to Greece. At the campsite, I repacked Camely for the 7th time, and I'm starting to be truly happy with the result. And I also realized it will never be German perfect. I also added some security features to the bike. This knife, which I bought, is just one example. As I needed to buy some stuff, I went close to the second largest city, Thessaloniki. My plan was to take the bus into the city for some tent repair kit, an outdoor spoon, an action helmet mount, and some more things. I researched this campsite Stolos to be nice, but on the road it turned out to be 80 kilometers away from Thessaloniki. Well done, Alex. But as you can see, the beach was nice, the campsite came with a good little market and an excellent cuisine. And it came with a view at Mount Olympus, which you can see here. Mount Olympus is the highest peak in Greece, with 2,918 meters, which is 9,573 foot. In Greek mythology, Mount Olympus is the home of the Greek gods. Well, while the drone is flying, let's come back to the question. Why am I long-term traveling? Life is short. Tomorrow it may be over, or I may no longer be in full power. In relation to the time in our universe, we all have less than a single flapping of a butterfly wing left. I will not wait until I retire. There's so much more inspiration and things to explore out there than sitting in front of my computer every single day. And I hope I will benefit for the rest of my life from the experiences that I gain. Traveling allows me to step back and think about my existence and my purpose. I feel free, like an eagle, as I can move pretty much where and when I want. I have to confess I'm highly fortunate holding a German passport. It's this unexpected that teases me. Be it to encounter fantastic people, fantastic personalities, developing new thoughts, getting in front of stunning landscapes, or solving a challenge that comes up. It's this constant change around me, with days for recovery mixed together. And I'm certainly smiling even more when I'm traveling. Last but not least, I'm traveling to get back to Nepal, where I've been 7 years ago. Again, I want to do voluntary work and help my friends and the people there. You're kindly invited to support my engagement. Please find the PayPal donation link in the description. Thank you very much for your help. And here I am in Thessaloniki. I must say I enjoyed it a lot, as it reminded me about the visits and walk-arounds in large southern cities during my big trip 7 years ago. Looking at the videos, you might think this was an intense sightseeing tour and just hanging out at the seaside having some supermarket lunch, but to be honest, I was running a lot to get the stuff that I was still missing. I checked out all the auto shops and electronic markets. Most of them are small markets which do not have the selection we are used to get in German chain markets or also in American markets. That day I walked more than 20,000 steps at plus 30 degrees. Anyway, Thessaloniki is a vibrant city with many students, giving it a young and fresh flair. There are lots of places to eat out or have a chilled coffee. It's a rather green city with some parks and trees. The wind in the alleys ensures you get not too hot. Greek people know about good food, and you can get tasty stuff at the small and bigger markets. I got some spices at the shop to make my vegetable pots more tasty. The architecture in the city is just very beautiful. It's really a place to soak in the atmosphere and get a little bit lost in the Greek way of big city life. I stayed at the Blue Bottle Hotel, where I arrived early that day and got a free breakfast. A very recommendable place, very centrally and great to stay. As if the walking was not enough, the next morning I ran up through the old town to the top of the city, just to test out this action camera with some action. Okay, power was getting low. I was doing way too less movement in recent years and it felt good to run, even if I'm not that fit anymore, but I'm working on it. Up there, I jumped around and really just like enjoyed the atmosphere. The views were nice, but I also had to think about Camille, who parked closely in the garage with 27 security, but I still felt a little bit weird to have her just standing there with all the stuff on her. I looked around one last time, reflected on the last couple of days, and then I need to get back on the road to continue my trip eastbound. So far, I read 2 books during the trip. German title, Die Sehnsucht, der Junge und das Meer, from Thomas Baschab. The book is about finding your dreams and putting them into reality. It's a fantastic story, and to me personally, it was highly inspiring. The second book was, German title, Ach, könnt ich euch nur ändern, from Horst Vogel. This book may help you to open the curtain to reality and reflect about your own interaction with the world around you. Unfortunately, I think both books are not available in English. If you know different, please comment the title below. I will link both books in the description. Further, you will find a link to my own book, Asking One Question, which may be a great source for inspiration to find your own happiness. It's available in English only. Thank you for staying with me. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe to the channel now so you will not miss any future episodes. Comment down below what you want to see and what you want me to focus on. Hope to see you next time. Happy day.